Why are some people natural born comedians and other people are just really fantastic teachers? I really don't know. But some styles of content, making them are going to resonate with you better than others. Some are just going to bring you a lot of joy when you create them, and others are just gonna kind of put it out. So this is kind of how you know what style of content is right for you to make. If you're not sure where to start, I would suggest looking at your social media, your personal social media. What do you watch in your free time? What do you look at in your free time? This will help you to know what kind of content you enjoy to make. For me, I really like short jokes. Quick setup and really fast punchline, just gets you straight to the point, about 10 seconds long. But I also like stories that are kind of mixed in. So when somebody goes, all right, I messed up today, here's what I did. And I'm like, okay, what'd you do? What'd you do? Right? I want to know. Especially if it's a really big one, really. Let's say, well, I got fired today for doing something stupid. Ooh. Okay, what'd you do? Right? It's like, I'm sorry that you got fired, but I want to know because you clearly came here to tell me. For me personally, I've always had a really clear idea that I wanted to teach on social media. I do not know why, but that's just something that that as soon as social media fell into my lap as something that I love to do, I thought, hey, I want to teach people how to do this. I want to learn how to do it myself, and I want to teach people how to do it too. And I don't know why that is. It could be due to the few really good teachers I've had, and I've had some really great teachers. I've had a couple of really great teachers. I mean really, really good people who are passionate about their subject, who are passionate about teaching too, and they were able to put them together, and they were charismatic people, and they exuded so much joy and passion every time that they taught, that it was infectious. It could be because of that. It could just be something about how I'm made up that I was just born to teach. That's just me personally. I like teaching. Other people are storytellers, or they are comedians. These comedians, they come up and they just have a natural way of making people laugh. Just something about them. They're just good at bringing other people joy. Storytellers, they know how to wrap people into their tale and leave people wanting another story and another one after that. Just kind of naturally. They're just really good at it. I know somebody who's like that. I love it when he tells stories about anything, really, because he's just that good at it. But anytime I try to tell a story, it's really bad. Because, there's a natural progression of a story, and he hits every single part of that story. There's a introduction to it, there's a rising action, climax, falling action, and a conclusion. And he hits all of that, and it's so good. I miss all of them. I will start with the conclusion, go to the climax, hit the rising action, and finish with the introduction. I mean, I am not good at telling stories, but I love hearing stories if the right person's telling them. So once you've kind of figured out what kind of content you think you'd like to make, try making one. Try making 2 or 3, right? And don't worry about if it's good or not. That's not what we're checking for. We're not checking for quality. You shouldn't expect to succeed at everything. You really shouldn't, because that's no fun, really. But try making one, and did you enjoy the process of making it? That's really what we're checking for. Did you enjoy making the content? So don't even think about posting it. All right, don't have that in mind. It doesn't even have to be good quality. Like here I've got my lights, I got my camera and a microphone set up, and I've got, my monitors and my computers and whatever. Don't even worry about any of that, right? Just, did you enjoy making the content? Just set up a camera and just, go for it. Write the script out if you're going to tell a story, or if you're going to tell a joke, or if something randomly came to you, just turn on your phone camera. And if you enjoyed the process, make another one. Make another one after that. And get better. Figure out what you want to do. Think about where you want to be to start posting. Or if you just want to start posting immediately, just go for it. Hey, if that's really what you want to do. But if you made one and you're like, I really didn't like this because, it was just so hard to make. I fumbled over everything. I didn't enjoy trying to write the script out of this. Whatever it was. That's totally okay too. You don't have to enjoy everything that you make. Not every style of content is for everybody. And that's also to say that you could make, a couple different styles of content into one, or you could have one where you tell jokes and one where you tell stories, because they're fairly close to each other. A joke usually is a story, but a story we consider to be a little bit longer. It doesn't always have to be funny either. So once you have an idea and you figured out what you like to make, it also has to match your business. So let's give an example of somebody who performs a physical service like installing equipment, okay? What can you do to show that you install this equipment? Maybe it's not just, showing people how. Maybe that's not really kind of what you're doing. Because, really, if you're installing equipment, you don't really want to show people how to do it necessarily. Just straight up, here's how you do this. Because, they're probably going to wind up doing it themselves at that point. But maybe showing them how to maintain it if you like teaching. Or maybe what you do is you simply, film the equipment going in and kind of be able to show people what you're doing with that. And, I don't know, you're throwing stuff into the wall and you're screwing stuff in, and you have a voiceover that comes in and is telling a story about this really funny client who came in and was asking for this. Or you're kind of talking about, well, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're trying to do with all of this. And maybe this story is just over the top with theatrics and has crazy sound effects, and it's got, just out there. And the funny part is, at least I think this is kind of funny, is that it could be right in front of you. The idea of what you should post, the idea of how to go about it for your business could be right in front of you. It could be something that you never even considered, but is right in front of you. If you are passionate about your business, about your company, about what you do, and you want to use that passion to drive sales, social media is the place to be. Because people care here on social media more about passion than they really do about quality. I talk a lot about having the lights and the cameras and the microphones and having the correct equipment. But I talk also a lot about providing value. And value should always come above the equipment, because people don't care about that quite as much anymore. But value is passion, is another word for it. People want to know, what do I get out of it? But what you're showing them is your passion, and you're sharing that passion with them. Something that they can get involved with as well. And you create this community around yourself, that it's not just about you. In fact, it shouldn't be about you really at all. It's about the community. And I've seen a lot of, at least on social media, and I've seen a lot of examples of small businesses who are, they're still in their basement, right? And they just want to focus on the craft, but they feel like they absolutely have to create content, and they don't know what to post. They do not know how to go about it. They don't know what to do. Okay? So if you're one of these people, stick around to this channel, subscribe, because that is exactly what I want to help you do. All you have to do, realistically, if you get nothing else from this video, what's your passion? How do you want to share it? That's what this video is. So down in the comments, what's your passion? What is your business about? What are you passionate about in your business? All right. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.